known Gerry for a long time. Well, not a long time, but long enough. But his pictures, anything he shoots is very, very cool. He captures the moment. You look at some of the pictures over here, people see it different ways. You look at that one right there, you zoom in, and I see a face looking down.
Gerry's going to be doing our wedding photography in July, so that's very exciting. Gerry's a great guy. He's Mr. Rochester for sure. He knows everyone, which is great, and he's just a super friendly guy, so we like to support his work.
Pictures just always come out so professional, clean looking. His focus is really good. I really like his cloud shots. Are really expressive and huge. The printing is great with the big format. I thought that's really impressive.
I am a photographer, but I'm also a librarian, and I've been a librarian for about 12 years now, and I've worked in libraries for about 15 years or so, and I work here at the Sibley Music Library, which is right behind us. I am known by lots of people as the man with the camera. In the past few years, I've been fortunate enough to have 4 solo shows, and I've had quite a few photographs in publications. The City Newspaper, the Democrat Chronicle, Rochester Business Journal. I've also had pictures published in national magazines like Downbeat and in Country Living. Probably the 2 things I take the most pictures of are people on the street that I know, and then I like to take pictures of clouds. Rochester is lucky because we're close to Lake Ontario. We have a ton of great weather that comes across the lake. Sometimes it's terrible weather, but it's always interesting, and the sky is always very interesting in Rochester. And so I've been able to capture some amazing cloud formations, single clouds, clouds at sunset, that sort of thing. I'm always attracted to the ephemeral quality of a cloud. A building might have light that changes over the surface of it, but it's a fairly static thing. These flowers are ephemeral in that they'll be on in like 2 weeks, but between now and like 5 minutes from now, it's not going to be a lot different. But the sky is always constantly changing, and so 5 minutes can mean the difference between a spectacular sunset and just kind of a gray overcast sky. There have been times where I haven't had my camera with me and I've seen something amazing and I have not been able to capture it. And there's been other times where I have really been able to sort of follow a sunset from beginning to end and to take some amazing shots and to just be continuously shooting because I know the ephemeral nature of it. It's gotten a bit clearer today. There was a good cloud earlier that I was able to snap with my camera, but it's kind of a bright sunny day, which is great, but not necessarily good for cloud pictures. From up here, I've been able to just get some amazing images of distant storms that are just like, wow, look at that. I don't know, it's pretty cool. And this is a pretty cool spot to be able to do this. I mean, I feel kind of lucky that this is just a block from my work, so that if I see something interesting, I can come on over here and snap away. And I've gotten some amazing shots up here. But those clouds down there, those are actually storm clouds, and those are like part of a front. And this is, kind of the very leading edge of. And so, maybe Avon, maybe farther away, and to me, especially at this time of the day where the clouds are, the sun is starting to get lower on the horizon, those are interesting to me because they look like mountains. They look like something in the distance, and I think they're really cool. And you can tell they're kind of billowing up so that they're starting to create some rain for over there. Yeah, and those are the kinds of clouds that interest me. The photographs that are at my photography show right now, most of them have been taken in just the last 3 or 4 years, but the last month, March 2012, has been an amazing cloud month. We had some really wild weather that came through, really warm weather, and so we've gotten some pretty amazing skies, and I've been able to shoot some images that are actually up on the wall now as part of the show. You know, for me, this particular show, it's just been really exciting to be able to share something very different with my public. But I mean, all my other shows, except for the portrait show, the other two shows, I did have pictures of clouds. I had a picture of interesting sky or a sunset, and I just realized that I had this sort of critical mass of really great images that were just super strong and that people would be drawn to. And you know, it's been quite successful. I mean, the reaction that people have given to the show has been very strong. I've gotten lots of great comments, and I've sold quite a few pieces. I think that looking at the sky and noticing that something interesting is going on is something that I want to continue to do. I want to make sure that I'm constantly looking up and going, oh wow, this would be really interesting. Or wow, look at that, check that out. You know, that's a great cloud pattern. You know, to not just stop doing it because I've had a show of clouds. Because I like doing it, I like trying to be able to capture it, and people seem to like it when I put them up on the wall. So, the one other thing is that I think pretty much every single picture, except for one, that I have up on the wall there is also something else than the sky. Something on the ground. It's a tree, it's a building, it's an antenna, mostly trees, mostly buildings, but you are seeing something human or natural in the image as well. So it's not like I'm just looking up and going, oh wow, look at that. It's really, to me, it's almost me saying to the person looking at the picture, look, I just looked over here and I saw this above the trees or above this building or above this other thing. And you can too if you look and you see this.